First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, of Great Millstone, and shout out to the Hopeful Let. It's all 144,000. So, I just want to, just in the spirit, it's really just thinking, you know. I got a couple times in my head. I want to name it like, just going on basically like Apostle Bar lesson because it kind of been on my mind too. And as I went and watched, I was watching Elder Ramla lesson earlier, you know, well, he kind of right at this moment he's still live, but it probably time because YouTube taking a lot of long. YouTube be taking a long time to like actually upload the video once I post it on YouTube for the upload. But he was just talking about how the recipe was what like he's basically pointing out things that Esau doing and basically saying the recipe to Jacob's trouble, like it's cooking up. But when he brought out these things, he pointing out how like how Esau dropping. He was quoting an article where he was reading an article about how Esau basically dropped the law against Gad a long time ago against so-called Indians, right? And the law basically like was against them to basically do like how they do us now. Like the law is basically saying, like an Indian could be walking down the street and they could deem him as like, oh, he doing wrong, he doing evil. Like you have to work for free, so things in that nature. But it was basically trying to like make it to be where they can get rid of Gad. They was trying their best to make any type of way where they can get rid of Gad, get him out the streets, get him out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of them so they can take the land because they know who we are. You know, and it kind of remind me just how they do today as well too. You know what I'm saying? Granted, Jake definitely got some wicked ways, but how Esau do them, you know what I'm saying? Just think about the little Trayvon Martin. He got a soda, he got some juice and some Skittles, and the man kill him. And but that's what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And Jake don't see it. Jake don't see it, and I'm watching the rest of the street ministry from February 8th. But the spirit just told me to even just like talk about it because Jake don't see it. Jake be so caught up and thinking things supposed to be equal. You know what I'm saying? Things supposed to be peace. But you gotta know we're two different people, man. We're two different nations. We were never set to be equal. We're higher than you know what I'm saying. Let's go to it. Deuteronomy 7:6, right? It says, "But thou art an holy people unto the Lord your power. The Lord your power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth," man. You know what I'm saying? So that Lord right there is Yahweh, your power, all caps. Let's talk about Yahweh. So he chosen us, man, to above all people. So, you know, but, you know, and it came me to the title at hand what I want to think about. Excuse the background, watch machine going. But it take me to the title here I want to name this, like Apostle Bar was saying in his lesson he posted probably yesterday, talking about, why we had why Most High had to why the Most High had to let Adam sin, like what I'm saying, we supposed to be chosen, it's on his page, daily edification, but he made a as he was breaking down the precept, like he quoted something good that like stuck with me. It was like to truly be learned, what I'm saying, you gotta be like a serpent. Not saying you gotta do the ways and things like that, but to truly be learned, you gotta really understand the wicked ways. You gotta really understand the going off, the wickedness, the evilness, the devil-like acts. Because that's when you gonna understand that Edom is the physical form of Satan, man. Of course we know that serpent that was in the garden, that same spirit, let it come down through or go from was Cain. As Cain descendants get wiped off through the flood, come back through Esau, right? But you gotta understand, you gotta be to truly be learned. You gotta be wise as a serpent, so you can see these things. You people going out here fighting for equality when we wise as a serpent. We understand the evil and wicked deeds what's going on. We understand that, you know what I'm saying. Some things of that nature happen. The Most High ordained it. the Most High ordained it. You know what I'm saying? He set that to happen because first, not only is it the wicked things that Esau gonna do, the thief gonna kill, steal, destroy, but you gotta understand that's part of judgment, that's part of curses, that's part of things that we gonna go through down here too. But you people don't get it. You're not wise as a serpent. You still thinking that you living in righteousness. You don't understand your wicked deeds. That's why he said, I'm gonna go to Genesis, right? This one, I ain't gonna read the whole thing. Just talk about the Eve with the serpent, things like that. Apostle Gabar did a lesson on it, so I ain't gonna do a breakdown on it because the elder did it perfectly. Like it made total sense. It's very understanding. It's really simple, Lord willing. Like he said, Book of Sirach 39:24. My ways are plain unto the holy, a stumbling block to the wicked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna read verse 1, but I'm gonna jump down to verse 5, right? So it says, now the serpent, which is, was the serpent was not a snake. It's not what you think it is. The serpent was a colored man, right? Colored man, but he had that wicked spirit on him. You gotta throw all things as spiritual. This flesh is just out of costume. None of this flesh is basically nothing, man. You know, this flesh is basically nothing. Once, because you gotta know the Most High sent the spirit back, reincarnation. The Most High sent the spirit back through the flesh again. Same thing he did with this wicked spirit that's on this serpent. He sent it back through Cain. Well, he sent it through Cain, and he sent it back through Esau. You know what I'm saying? So now this serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, right? So let's search up what subtle means. We're gonna do etel. We're gonna do this subtle. You see it, right? Clever, dexterous, crafty, of fluid, not descent, you know? But you see it right here, man. Clever, dexterous, crafty, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's crafty. You people don't understand the craftiness of their work. You don't see it because you ain't we're gonna get to it. So he says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh, our power, had made. Right? He said unto the woman, yeah, he had said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden, right? So it really only because when I get in my notes, right, I'm gonna bring out a few notes. And it says, so the serpent was subtle because he knew both sides. He knew wicked and righteousness, right? That's why he lied to Eve, like, nah, you come over here, and that tree was not, apple. That tree was them going over there and falling short of wickedness, learning wickedness. That's why the Most High tell him, hey, if you go to Genesis 2:9, it says, and out of the ground made out of the ground made the Yahweh powers to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But you got to know that in this time we're known as got it right here in my notes. So we're known as the sons of power. We don't know no wickedness. I'm trying to see what I got in my notes at if I got it right. Let me see. If I got it in this one. Just want to bring a notes out on it. Dang, well, anyways, I thought I had wrote it down. But yeah, here it is right here. Because before, the Israelites, which is us, we were known as the sons of power because we ain't no wickedness. You know what I'm saying? We was righteous. We was those angels that helped Yahweh Shai build the earth. You know what I'm saying? So, and then if you understand, which is another lesson, but just a little quick side note. If you understand reincarnation, you understand the spirit. You know that Adam and Yahweh Shai the same spirit. Like the Apostle Gabar said, the same man who brought sin, it's gonna be the same man who brought sin upon the flesh, upon the earth. It's gonna be the same one who bring righteousness. And that's actually in Romans. I forgot what book, but it's in Romans. He brought the peace outside on that. But getting back to it, so the serpent was more subtle than any nation. You know what I'm saying? And in this kingdom, right now, the Edomites are more subtle than any nation, except for who? Except for the elect. Because we see their wicked and craftiness. We understand those ways. We understand the things they doing, right? So going right here, let me see. Before I go to that precept, 1 Corinthians 4, no, it's like 11 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. What precept looking for? It's like 2 Corinthians, so yeah. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4, right? Uh, see, it's like, my bad, I read it wrong. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. God, thought he had about shot. So right here, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So who is Satan? Who is Satan here? That wicked spirit, you know, the devil, the wicked, who try to move crafty things like that. That's Esau, Edom in this kingdom. But you people don't see it because you still think you living in righteous. You still think you doing the right thing, worshiping Christianity, doing all these other things. Still out here trying to fight for equality. Still out here trying to make a way in Babylon. Still out here trying to, you know, just trust. You really got your trust in man for real. You people say, you know, you people try like you're holy and godly and things of that nature, but you don't know his name. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know you don't know his name. You can't even give him real praise and honor and glory because you don't even know his name. You don't know who you're worshiping, right? And you fall short to his devices because once again, Esau, they know who we are. That's why the elect, and that's what the Elder Ramlah, he was talking about too. That's why the elect gonna face a lot of the men who fear the Lord gonna face a lot of persecution in the times to come, right? But we understand it. That's why we wise as a serpent. That's why we preparing ourselves. You know, you ever seen a snake? Like a snake, you might think you can sneak up on a snake, and next thing you know, a snake just turn around. You know how the cobra doing this, sit up, and it's prepared. It's waiting on you to try. It's gonna attack. That's how you gotta sit. You gotta be prepared, bro. People not prepared because you're not wise as a serpent. No, you're like Apostle Gabar was saying, to be truly learned, you gotta be as a serpent, man. So going back to Genesis. Going back to Genesis, right? So I'm going to read verse 3 again. So he says, now the serpent was more subtle, he's more crafty, more wicked, can deceive you, can trick you, crafty, can get you quick. You know what I'm saying? Right? Than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh, a power had made. He said unto the woman, yeah, had Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden, right? And the woman said to the serpent, I'm just reading this to get to the point, right? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. So once again, right, you know, I'll just show you this quick, just quick point, because feed the sheep so you can get it for the ones who don't know or didn't see the video. So Apostle Kabar is saying, these people had the knowledge of wickedness. They shall not eat, meaning they learn, you should not eat, meaning you don't learn the ways of the wickedness. I think Revelation chapter 3, verse 20, I should come sup with you, meaning I should come, when you sup with you, what you doing, supper is food, you eating. We should eat this truth. Yahweh should come share a meal. What is that? This truth is likened into a meal. So he come eat with us, he come sup with us. We learn this truth, we eat this truth up. We learning it, we get it. You know what I'm saying? We digest it and be able to spread it out, stir up into our people, stir up into our nation. But he didn't want you to eat the wickedness, right? But this is before. This is why it's had to be that. and not even trying to get to that background, but it's what you got to be wise as a serpent for, so you can understand these things, right? Once again, got right here in my notes what it says. Because to truly be learned, you got to be like a serpent, right? So it says, and the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die. He tricked her. He lied to her. He tricked her. You feel me? Right? But this really the subject I want to get to with Genesis 3. I want to really bring out verse 1. I just want to read down just so you get the point. Verse 5 said, for Yahweh doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open. Y'all eyes are closed. You're in the spirit of slumber right now. Y'all in the spirit of slumber right now. Y'all can't see. Because why? You still think you living there righteous. You still don't see your wicked deed. You still don't see the things you done that's wrong. That's why Yahweh outside had to let us go off. So you people can understand the wicked things, so you people can get it. But only the elect really see it and see, because we see it. 2 Corinthians 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. We ain't gonna fall short to his devil devices. All this fake ass religion, all this false gods being worshipped, all these wicked ways, these holidays, these things like that, all these wicked customs, this wickedness to turn away from the Most High, because it's all transgression. And it all leads to death. It's all transgression to the law. And what's transgression to the law? That's sin. So it's all sinful works, man. This whole earth, this whole nation, this whole America's all full of wickedness, sinful works, right? He said, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil, right? Because why? Like Apostle Harvey said, to be a proper God, you got to know both sides. See, people couldn't be proper guys because you're not wise as a serpent. You wouldn't know when you wrong. That's why I said in Galatians 5:18 that when you under the spirit, you're not under the law, because when you in the spirit, you understand the things you understand the thing that's wrong. You understand it. For it even come around. I remember a long time ago, I was watching a lesson. I was back in school. I watched the Apostle Tahar Gabar. It was on a live lesson. And Apostle Gabar was saying, Apostle Tahar was saying, you when that spirit really dealing with you, you're going to have discernment. You knowing you ain't supposed to be. You ain't going to want to talk to her. When you talk to a girl, hey, you ain't dealing with nobody, is you, right? You know what I'm saying? Just got, you're going to have that discernment, because you under the spirit. You're going to want to walk in righteousness when you put off that old man putting the spirit. How about shot? Yahweh was wise as serpent. He knew what was going on. That's why he dipped on him a couple times. He wasn't running away from him. He just had to leave from the city so he could get right, so things could be fulfilled. That's what we do. We ain't ducking nothing. We ain't running from nothing. We just wise as a serpent. We just understand how to put ourselves in certain positions because we understand what's really going on. See, people don't know that. And the things that's going on now, you're not wise as a serpent to understand that. Because we understand that we don't, it's why it says, right? And I'm going to go to it. Be wise as a serpent, right? Let me see. They was trying to make Yahushua King, make Yahushua dip on them folk, man. He wasn't trying to, he wasn't trying to hear that. So I typed it in. Matter of fact, I really know the precept around Matthew 10. Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, right? It says right here, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, right? Because what Apostle Paul tell us, in Romans, we're accounted for like a sheep at a slaughter, man. Quick precept, bring this out right quick. Right here, Romans 8, verse 36, as is written, for thy sake, we are killed all day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter, man. When they got a sheep for what they gotta do, they gotta have dogs around. They gotta have dogs around, right? The shepherd gotta have dogs around so the wolves won't come eat the sheep. So the wolves won't come tear the sheep up, right? He said, I see you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpent and harmless as doves. That precept people think is, people look at it and try to quote it in many other ways, but it's really making sense to understand. To be truly learned, you got to be wise. You got to be as a serpent, man. You got to really understand these things. You got to really see the wicked deeds. He says, but beware of men, for they will deliver you up into councils. They will scourge you in their synagogues, right? Ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, he said, but when they deliver you up, take no thought for what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in the same hour what ye shall speak. You know, and I keep reading. For it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you, man. Cause you understand it. You understand it. Hey, they gonna harm us for this truth. See, when the time come for real, you people ain't gonna be prepared. You ain't gonna know what to do. You ain't gonna have no defense. And we know who our defense is. It's telling us right here. Don't take no thought for nothing. Cause reading verse 20 again, for it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. We already got a defense set up. That's why we wise as serpent. We understand that Yahweh got us. But these people don't know that. See, when these things happen, you people go out here protest, burning everything down, doing this thing like that because you ignorant. And I said you ignorant. What you doing it for? Ain't nothing gonna change. This how this shit supposed to be. This how it's supposed to go. But you don't know that because you still think you living in righteousness. You still think you got a chance to make this shit equal. You still think this shit got a chance to, you know what I'm saying? You people more worried about Kanye, what's the name, performance. God dang, not Kanye. See, I be Kendrick, god dang. You people so caught up in all that. You know? You people slow. And it says harmless to dove because while we got our defense mechanism. We come on, we good. Romans 12:9, right? What he says? Looks like Romans 12:19, right? Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Right? Come on now. I will repay, saith the Lord. He got us. But the people don't see it. But to be truly learned, you got to be wise as serpent. To be truly learned, to truly understand the things, and to really understand righteousness, you got to understand wickedness. You got to be as a serpent, man. That's why he say you so, matter of fact, before I even go to that, you wise. Because you don't even know the evil works that you doing. That's what people don't really understand. You know, you don't even know the evil works you're doing. You don't even see yourself sinning, right? You don't see it. You think you living it right. You think you doing the right thing. You think you pushing the right narrative. That's why he said Baruch, man. That's why the Most High said Baruch. And I ain't got nothing written down. I'm just really moving out of spirit right now because the spirit would know me like ever since I watched that video because it makes so much sense because these people don't understand. Like, you people don't get it. You think that you good and you think that you good and you doing the right thing. Oh yeah, we all gonna go. Ooh, ooh. No, man, you sinning. But it really hit me. That's why he come back for us elect, because why? You don't see. Y'all don't see it. Y'all ain't the wisest serpent. Y'all still think y'all living in righteous. You still think you living in righteousness, man. But you really gotta understand that in this flesh is sinful. Everything you doing to this world is sinful, right? So I'm gonna read this right quick. I got a precept just came to mind. Barak 2. What do I really want to get to? Really, verse 30 for real. Brought 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captives they shall remember. And that remember is who? The elect, that remnant, man. That remnant. Let me go to Romans right quick. Well, it says right here, Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded, right? He said, according as it is written, Yahweh have given them the spirit of slumber. eyes that should not see, and ears that they should not hear until this day. They can't hear, they can't see. They don't see it, you know. And that's and look, that's why what how was I not say I was like Apostle Gabar was going into that word dragon, right? I'm gonna go back to the I'm gonna go back to the look, huge dragon. I mean, Shlaka, dragon, huge serpent, right? Dragon, dracon, right? To see clearly, man. To see clearly, right? See this? To see clearly, you can't see clearly, man. You can't see clearly. And I'm really trying to think. Let me see if I got it in my highlight. I'm trying to think of the precept he brought out. But man, you gotta be as a serpent, man. We gotta have this. We gotta be as a serpent. We gotta understand. We gotta be as a dragon. We gotta see clearly. We gotta really see it, man. We gotta really see it. But you people don't see it, right? You don't see it at all. You in that spirit of slumber. You can't see. You think you living in righteousness. That's why the Most High had to make us go out so y'all can really. But y'all don't do it now. Y'all don't see it now. But when the time come, y'all gonna appreciate the righteousness. Y'all gonna appreciate the fact that we finna have them. We finna have them in slavery. This thing, and that just hit me early. That really had brought the spirit out y'all when Elder Ramla, Elder Pastor Rumline, he was talking about it in the lesson, and he was like, you know how they be talking about, oh, every time play out, we just teaching wickedness and things like that nature. Oh, y'all want to have slaves and things like that nature. Woo, woo. Yeah, we do, cause we see the wicked shit they doing. You know what? Come on now, you don't see all this they doing, but you people don't see it. You people just try to like disregard all history, but they also Esau be hiding things and doing these things, but that's why Baruch 2 and 10 and land your cats to bring you to remembrance. Now we remembering all these things like, hold up, but we ain't live like this. We don't move in wickedness, but we tripping. You ain't never like reminisce like, dang, boy, you know, like, boy, I should have ate that food earlier. I should do that food. I should have ate that whole plate earlier. I threw it away. That's how we looking at this now. Like, dang, boy, to seeing how bad we got this shit, seeing all the wicked shit going on out here, boy, back then, but we used to have it great. Own kingdom. We was gods. But we never understood the wicked. We never understood the wicked, but now we do. So now we can be thankful and honorable and give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shah for bringing us back to that state. That's why we give him the praise, honor, and glory. That's why we wise and serve. We see the wicked deeds going on down here. We see all that shit. We don't want to take no part because we know we know who we really are. We know what we really stand. Right? Sorry for all the let me see. This ain't the precept I wanted, but gotta be like a serpent, man. Dragon, man, to see clearly. I want to get, because I know I wanted to get this to his precept. I really had searched it up earlier. I want to bring this out because you're going to see, you know how perfect and how almighty, how Yahweh is, the Heavenly Father is, man. Why? Because what? Look what he do. Isaiah 45:17. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So in order for us to be a proper God, we got to understand the evil and the good, man. We got to be wise as a serpent. To be wise, to be a serpent, man, to truly learn, we got to be as a serpent, man. We got to see clearly. A big serpent dragon, we got to see clearly, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to see it. We got to see it all the way through. But we understand that, you know, I'm trying to find that precept by the remnant. Yeah, okay, okay. I think what I'm looking for. Isaiah 10. I think what I'm looking for right here. Yeah. I started verse 20, right? It said, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One, stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness, man. We're going to get back to our righteous state, man. I just did let us know that early. You know, the earth is ruled in wickedness right now, but when we rule, we're going to rule in righteousness, right? It said, for the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, shall make consumption even determined in the midst of all the land. So we're going to rule in righteousness, man. We're going to rule in righteousness, man. So we look up to Yahweh Shai, you know, Hebrews 12:2. We look up to Yahweh Shai, man. Right here. Hebrews 12:2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despised the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. Why? Yahweh Shai, the same spirit, right? Came through Adam, who sinned, came through Solomon, who sinned, and he understand it. He understand the way he do it. He came as Yahweh Shai, he was perfect, man. You gotta understand to be a proper, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, you gotta be as a serpent. I'm not saying you gotta be out here doing wickedness. I'm not saying you gotta do that, but what he said in Genesis 5, right? What he said in Genesis 5, Genesis 3 and 5. Go back to it. Genesis 3 and 5. For Yahweh do know that in the day ye eat thereof, when you learn wickedness, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Knowing the good and evil. That's how we wise serve. That's how we can sit here and get step away from that. Oh nah, man, people serve Christianity, they wrong. How you know? Because we wise, we truly learn and serve. We understand the wicked ways. We understand the wickedness that's going on. We don't follow after, but we understand it. We can help you break from that. Like once again, like Apostle Bar was saying, you know, we're gonna follow you how it shot. Why? Because if you ain't gonna follow the person who never done it before, just talk about it. You're gonna follow the one who did it and been through it. See what I'm saying? So man, we gotta be wise as a serpent, man, harmless as doves. To be as a serpent is to be truly learned. You gotta understand. You gotta see the wickedness in order to see, like I was quoting in my lesson yesterday. In order to understand the truth, you gotta understand the lie. See, I don't understand the lie. Y'all think Esau telling y'all the truth. Y'all been deceived. But lest we be ignorant and fall for Satan's devices, roughly paraphrasing. We don't fall for his devices. We in the truth, we in the select. We see clearly. We see clearly. But just in the spirit, you know, just thinking about that. Ain't really got no more precepts that I wanted to bring out. But, you know, to be, else I might title it, man. To be truly learned, gotta be as a serpent, man. So you can see these things, you can see the wicked deeds. If you don't understand what's wicked, how you gonna know what you're doing is wrong? You know what I'm saying? But I hope this lesson was edifying. And I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shem Crocodiles. Double honor to the Apostle Elders, the great millstone. Shout out to the whole fleet. Talk with 144,000. Shalom.